Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hi everyone, today we're going to make homemade Eat More bars. This is a commercially available Eat More bar. It is dark toffee and peanuts and it's very chewy. This is one of my most favorite candy bars when I was younger. This candy bar apparently originated in Canada. If you have it in the country where you live, please let me know in the comments. So I'm going to open up the Eat More package so you can see what it looks like. And as you can see, it is fairly soft and it has lots of peanuts in it and it's really chewy and it's chocolatey. It's really good. So now you can make your own if you can't find them where you live. Start off with a large saucepan. Add to that 1 cup of corn syrup. Now you could probably substitute honey for this. I think the end result won't quite taste the same, but I think it could probably be a good substitute. Add to that 1 cup of peanut butter. All I had was smooth peanut butter in the house, but I think chunky would be even better. And then 1 cup of brown sugar. And I'm also adding 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa. Now stir those things together over low heat and continue to stir until it's all combined and it starts to melt a little bit. So you can see here it's a little bit thick on the thick side, but as it heats up, it will get a little bit thinner. You can see it's a bit smoother and a little bit thinner. You don't have to heat it for very long. You do not want to bring this to a boil. It's not necessary. Then add 1 cup of crushed peanuts. And then you're going to add 2 different kinds of cereal. 2 cups of Rice Krispies or puffed rice cereal, and 2 cups of corn flakes cereal. Now you could probably substitute the cereal of your choice in this. All it really does is add some nice crunch to it. Then stir that together as much as you can until it's combined. And then you're going to turn this out onto a greased jelly roll pan, or in my case, I put it into a greased 9 by 13 inch pan. Then using your hands or a greased spatula, spread it out. You might have to put a little bit of butter on your fingertips to keep your fingers from sticking to it. You want to spread it out fairly thin because as you could see at the start of the video, the candy bar is actually quite thin. And then you're just going to let it stand in the refrigerator until it's hard enough to cut into squares. And there is the completed Eat More bar. And as you can see, the texture is actually quite similar to the commercially made bars. The only big difference is that there is some cereal in there, so they're a little bit crunchier than the commercially made bar. Taste-wise, though, they're very, very similar, and they're just as delicious. One thing good about these as well is once you let them harden in the refrigerator and cut them up into squares, you don't need to store them in the refrigerator. You can keep them at room temperature. They won't melt and they will stay fairly soft and chewy for several days. Just store them in a container with a lid. So, homemade Eat More bars, give them a try.